Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Mandy Rose is about to become a Christmas millionaire.
Backstage details on Bronson Reed's WWE return.
WWE are said to be happy with NXT buzz generated from main event stuff.
And is a major WWE star set for an appearance in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And not the one you're thinking of. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
A very sexy voice today.
Love
very
it.
Husky.
What did we say? The croak and the bloke?
The croak and the bloke. We're like the butcher and the blade, but with none of the stuff that makes the butcher and the blade cool and good.
What is it? He tag teams. Listen up, Slick.
You crumbs.
Newsflash, Slick.
I would do more growls, but I'm a bit groggy. Right, Mandy Rose. She's going to be a millionaire by Christmas.
This.
What a gift. What a joy. Gold-plated walking papers from WWE, it seems. So, to be fair, we should take this with probably a handful of salt rather than a pinch because it comes from her agent.
Oh, I don't want to do salt-based stuff actually right now.
Yeah, no, he said, what?
Yeah, weird
What a
dude.
loser. Get away from let Argentina celebrate, you freak. Mandy Rose, her agent Malky Kawa said this, right, to TMZ, so they're, yep, that's a thing. Mm-hmm. But he basically said to TMZ that since Mandy was cut by WWE last Wednesday, she's earned $500,000 through her fan time subscription-based service, which was the reason she got cut from WWE. And by Christmas, she is on course to be a self-made millionaire through the platform alone. Awesome.
Yeah.
She was obviously cut because WWE found out that there was some risky content, by their standards, of course, on that page, some adult-oriented stuff that they seemingly just didn't want to be associated with, sponsors and all of this. It's a big debate, this topic, of course. You can talk about it for hours on end, but we did the video on it last week. But I will just say, we said at the time, actually, you know, she's probably going to make more money from this stuff than she would from a WWE contract because wrestlers are extremely underpaid. Like, as a percentage of the money that wrestling companies bring in, wrestling is a pathetic number for what it, like, percentage for what it gives back to wrestling. It's worse than the UFC, and that's a big old debate as well. Fair play to Mandy Rose. I hope she's a multi-time millionaire by the end of, I don't know, next year.
Yeah, it's just lovely news to wake up to today.
Good, isn't it?
Like,
yeah.
I wish that every person who got their release from a company turned around and went, well, by Christmas I'm going to be a millionaire, like Del Boy or something.
And it would explain why as well, when WWE were like, hey, stop posting. She was like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
it's this or the WWE. This then.
Yeah. Would you like to earn $500,000 in 6 days, or would you like to earn, I don't know, 100,000 in a year?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty simple choice.
It's one of those, isn't it? Like, I anticipated she was going to take a bump in revenue because of, like you say, the restrictions being lifted, supposedly, and the fact that all this furor was going to bring more eyes to that anyway.
Pretty good marketing, isn't it?
Yes.
I got fired. Pay me. Yeah.
But then also, it just, I know, I promised myself I wasn't going to go into this because you said, like, it's going to take 20 minutes.
It's our final video of the year, brother.
Incredibly hypocritical of WWE. Hey, Ember Moon, you got to be sexy like Mandy Rose. Not that sexy.
Aye. It's independent contractor stuff as well. Like, you give them none of the benefits of being a employee, but you enact full control over them as if they were one. It's whack. Fix that one day, wrestling. Andy Murray solves world problems.
So Mandy Rose has left WWE. Bronson Reed has returned to WWE, and some really interesting details have come out about his return.
Are you going to be a Christmas millionaire as well?
Probably not quite yet. Maybe next Christmas.
Imagine that. What's your salary in WWE? $1 million a week. Hell yeah. Let's go.
I think that's what LA Knight's on.
Yeah. You should get it for that promo last week.
Quite right.
It was,
love that guy.
I love that guy. The other guy in that segment.
Right, moving on. Vital Select, anyway, reporting about Bronson Reed.
I'm sorry, Pete.
And yeah, his departure from New Japan. He was doing some great stuff. You mentioned yesterday his stuff with Kazuchika Okada, for example, in the G1 Climax.
Little Kazu.
Previously, obviously, he'd been with WWE from 2019 to 2021. Then he was one of the releases. New Japan had been hopeful of retaining him, but they were unsuccessful. He signed a WWE contract. Triple H had reportedly made him a, get this right, priority hire following his ascent to head of creative this summer. We saw speculated on a few names when Triple H took over WWE. Bronson Reed probably wouldn't have been top of that list, but when you think back to his time in NXT, it was quite clear that Trips had big plans for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He got the showcase rivalry with Jonathan Gargano, obviously, prior to Reed just being cut by WWE. I really enjoyed that cage match in particular. Yeah. Really good stuff. So I wasn't surprised at all to see him back. I think I did enjoy him in New Japan this year. I think the two Okada matches in particular were a lot of fun, and he was starting to get over there as well. So I wonder if he stayed there, what could have become of his career there. Yeah. But ultimately, you make the best choice for you, your career, your bank balance, and every other consideration. So fair play to him. Looking forward to seeing what he does. Thought it was a suboptimal way to bring him back. The angle with The Miz. I'm not really sold on the short and long-term benefits of this, but I will give it a chance because I'm a fair man, and when you're a fair man, you're very fair.
Thanks to The Miz for being such a great... Like, how many recent people has he brought into WWE?
He brought in
Ciampa,
that rookie Tommaso Ciampa, just plucked him off the streets. It was like, hey, you've never wrestled before.
Young boy.
Yeah, that other young boy, Dexter Lumis.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, yeah.
He's got this. Is he a talent scout?
Bad Bunny, was he involved in that? No, he wasn't, was
Probably.
he? I can't remember. What was the Bad Bunny tag match? Him and Damian Priest.
Yep.
Against... How have we forgotten this?
I can't remember, mate.
Idiots.
It's been such a long year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It wasn't even this year, was it?
Last year.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny was in the
Time
Rumble
suit.
this year.
Yes.
It was the only recognisable entrance theme in it.
Yeah.
Wild.
That and Shane.
Yeah. Here comes the bunny. Here comes the bunny. Next tag team coming soon. Right, WWE are pretty happy with some stuff. That's the story. What do you think?
I'm not surprised. NXT rules.
Okay. Here we go. This is a Fightful Select report. Talking about, recently there's been a lot of NXT talent coming up to the Raw tapings and working main event. Sometimes against each other, sometimes against main roster talent. So it's pretty interesting, taking developmental wrestlers up, put them in a different environment. Obviously main event is taped around Raw, it's in a big arena. It's classically been regarded as like an E-level show. Yeah. But, you know, theoretically, now has the appeal of seeing developmental people in a different environment. But I digress. WWE are very happy with the buzz this has generated for the wrestlers themselves and main event as a show. So that's good. This week we had Axiom. He came up, and so did Andre Chase.
Oh my guy!
They wrestled.
Chase you!
They wrestled Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander, respectively.
Yes, please.
Last week, Kylie Ray was there.
Yes!
She had a tryout, of course, and she worked as Brianna Ray against Dana Brooke. So this has been ongoing for a few months. Fightful reported earlier this month, actually, that an NXT wrestler appearing on main event doesn't mean they're getting called up imminently. It's just a different environment, a different way to assess them instead of in the performance center. That's it. And apparently NXT talent as well see it as something of a reward. So
yeah, exactly.
Good.
I can understand that. Look, if you don't know about Andre Chase, go and check him out. He's one of my favourites on NXT.
He's really fun, especially when he swears.
And the Chase U stomps hugely over in the Wilborn household.
I like
Axiom's quite good. Take the mask off, but you know.
I've always said it's a really good idea, a good thing that they brought him over to the US. I've always said this because, as we all know, that warehouse in Enfield, which is now closed, was no place for a kid.
And then, you know, they've got some great talent in NXT that is more than ready for the main roster. Like you say, this isn't a sign that those guys are going up. But the potential to see, Axiom versus Mustafa Ali, I was like, yeah, that's a main roster match. They had a match last night with Axiom and Carmelo Hayes that I was like, well, this could just be on the main roster if they wanted it to be. They're both more than ready. Cameron Grimes conspicuous, for example, by his absence from NXT recently. He's got to be going up. They've got quite a lot of talent that could easily transition to the main roster and now not be instantly ruined. So this makes a change, doesn't it?
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Wrestling is good.
Yeah, exactly. The whole world of wrestling is good, Andy.
All of it.
Speaking of the world, whether you think it's round or flat, AJ Styles. Is that a good segue?
I'm just saying, there's some stuff out there.
Your feet are flat.
I never did.
Could be at Wrestle Kingdom next month. It's not been ruled out. Rocky Romero, New Japan's Rocky Romero, of course, was on the sessions with Renee Paquette, which is genuinely, Andy, one of the best podcasts out there that isn't ours, WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from. Rocky Romero said how there's going to be, quote, some surprises at the Tokyo Dome to kick off 2023. Obviously, Carl Anderson is wrestling there. And when he was asked about AJ Styles being there potentially with his mate, he said, anything is possible, Renee. Obviously, Anderson due to defend his never Openweight Championship against Tama Tonga, friend of the channel, I think for now.
Well, we're kind of doing that ironically now, aren't we? Friend of the channel, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, that idiot Ryback.
And also, with regards to the Sasha Banks situation, Romero said, I've heard a lot of rumours, but I can't confirm or deny at the moment. Fingers crossed, you never know what could happen. There will be some surprises at the Tokyo Dome, so she's definitely going to show.
Alf Mercedes is going to be there for sure. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell that AJ Styles is going to be at Wrestle Kingdom. But if I was Rocky Romero, I would absolutely stir that pot as well.
Yes.
Decent amount of buzz for Wrestle Kingdom. Feels like the most buzz there's been in a few years. Obviously, there's going to be a degree of cheering. There's also going to be, Sasha Banks. There's also going to be some guy called Kenny Omega, who I've never heard of. Osprey or something like that. Like, I don't know. I think WWE really need to do a better job of explaining.
I know Kenny Omega. Is he the one who brings the Henry the Hoover to the ring?
That's it. Yeah,
he's the
Sega Genesis guy. That's him. Us being dorks aside, the card is good. I wish Big Tom had a singles match. I wish Shingo had a singles match on it, but them's the breaks. I am looking forward to it for the most time. But I have more excitement for it this year than I have in ages.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
It's just such a shame. We're going to have that issue with the website, YouTube channel, podcast around that time the Wrestle Kingdom's on, and we're just going to have to, I don't know, do something else.
Yeah.
Let's move
we'll
on.
clarify, because people will ask. We're talking about Wrestle Kingdom. We can't cover it, unfortunately.
Not
on YouTube. So, like, I can tell people this now because I've got manager in my title now. Weird. We can't cover it, unfortunately. Like, we just can't use the images.
If we covered it, our channel would look like this.
Exactly. I could draw like stick figures or something, which actually that might be quite funny. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. But no, in all seriousness, we just can't cover it if you're asking where it was, because we can't use materials, TV Asahi, New Japan.
Very strict about copyright strikes and stuff like that.
Like they go after people who post GIFs, man. Like it's just, we can't do it. No. I'm sorry. I'd love to. I'd love to.
Vaguely mention it on podcast, though, probably.
You can probably do a podcast on it if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to force you because that's your
I'll see if I can twist the arm of the Dudley Boys to talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm sure I can, bribe them with more Raw coverage first.
Yeah, they've literally just given you the job title God of Podcasts. So
the Podfather.
Pod God.
Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions.
James Pod. What?
James Pond.
Pod from Game of Thrones. Jeez.
Pames Pond.
James Pond was like a Sega game back in the day. He was like a little fish guy.
Yes.
A little fish with a gun who was James Bond, but from the pond.
James Bond from the pond.
Oh boy, Kid Chameleon, remember that?
Nope.
Altered Beast. Rise from your grave. Best game ever, man. Best game.
Right, Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE. First question comes from Jonathan Johnson, who says, hey guys. How do you think WWE will bring back? Yeah.
All right.
Bring back. Did you happy? She's been off TV for a while now. Do you think she'll be back at the Raw after Mania or sooner?
I think sooner. I saw she posted a picture the other day flexing and stuff, so she's clearly getting ready for a comeback. Is she injured or did they just... I can't remember.
She just was doing that on-off stuff with Nikki ASH, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And then they just went, cool, she's Nikki Cross again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was weird. She's had a weird time.
I'm going to say something. I hope Doudrop never comes back, because I want Piper Niven to wrestle in WWE. Just get rid of this stupid, dumbass name and let her be Piper or Viper or Sniper or whatever you want to bloody call her, because she's great. She doesn't need Doudrop as a name anymore, which was still from when they had Eva Marie in WWE. She's had
a rough time. It would be such an easy win for Triple H to just rename her. I think she's really good. I've always really enjoyed her wrestling. The Eva Marie storyline was Basura, which is a different language for trash. I understand. Somebody please let me know what language I just said, because I have no idea. I'm an uncultured British idiot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing her. I would maybe bring her back in the Rumble, and she can make a hot start by throwing 4 people out.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not? She's really good.
So the WCPW person.
Yeah.
You're welcome, WWE.
List of people that we are responsible for their careers, us solely. Like the Willis Dojo is real. The Chambers Dojo.
Ospreay, the Young Bucks, they wouldn't have been. No one would know about them.
So Adam Cole, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio,
Austin
Albert.
Aries.
Oh, I'm not talking about Dirty Bertie.
Right.
Or that guy that you just said. Gee whiz.
Second question today comes
He
from.
was a nice guy to you.
He's lovely to me. Second question today comes from Chris Tatton, who says, "Hey guys, quick."
You can't drop a music on main.
Hey guys, quick two-parter. Is NXT worth a look these days? And should the WWE tag titles be split just as the main title will be? Happy Christmas to the team. Chris, happy Christmas to you too. What should they do with it about the tag titles?
Throw me a hospital pass there with that NXT question. I'll let you tackle it and then I'll give my thoughts because we're different guys with different views.
Yes.
That's why
this works.
That's
the croak and the bloke.
a croque monsieur. That's a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like melted.
Uh-oh.
Not me, Nicholas.
For
Uh-oh.
you go.
Uh-oh.
I figured if we're going to do it...
That's not what I meant. I
realised that.
The question.
But I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Oh, boy. All right, so...
NXT's really good fun. Look, don't go into it expecting, the WWE's version of AEW Dynamite because of the Wednesday Night Wars. It's not that. It's a developmental show as well. So, sometimes the matches won't be great. Sometimes the matches will be quite basic and short. But if you just go in and don't go, I would like wrestling to be... Like, Sidge loves it. And Sidge is a connoisseur of wrestling because he knows what he's getting there to get into. Tony D, a mafia guy, is fighting for the mid-card title. You've got Dijak being whatever Dijak's being, but you've got fun stuff in there, like I said, about Chase U, but genuinely talented individuals as well. Roxanne Perez, more than worthy of becoming the new NXT Women's Champion. I keep mentioning Carmelo Hayes on every other video and Trick Williams because they're a great pairing and they're going to be on the main roster very soon. And Braun Breaker, I've run out of superlatives for that guy.
Yeah. I think... Look, it's just not for me, NXT.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's quite a healthy mindset to have. I was on the banter bus with it early on, going, oh, look at this, it's wacky, but it wore thin quite quick. I just like great wrestling with my wrestling, and there's not really a great deal of that because it's a developmental show. I don't pretend there is. I find the storytelling, again, it's like Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade have been best friends. They were the tag team for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it was like, the friendship is over and all of this. Roxanne Perez won the title the other week. And I love Roxanne Perez. I think she's great. I praise her all the time. It's like, the lifelong dream has come true. It's like, piss off.
Yeah.
Like this, she's been in this company for 6 months. What are you talking about? Lifelong dream.
But then again, you've got recently arrived Bird Person.
Yeah.
As I said, you've got Tony D and Stacks.
It's just not for me, is the conclusion. What was it about the tag titles?
Should they be split just as the main titles are going to be again?
There's a stronger argument to keep them together because there are fewer great tag teams than there are fewer singles wrestlers. But I'm in favor of splitting them in this scenario because I think Triple H will treat tag wrestling with more respect than his stupid, disgraced dumbass of a father.
Yeah. I disagree with Andy, but I'm not going to say nasty things about him on the internet. I think they should keep the tag titles unified because I think as much as there is now a bit of depth to that tag division, I don't know if there always is going to be, and I hate the idea that you have like 3 tag teams and then you have to be like, bollocks, we've got a big thing that we need more. Right, you and you're suddenly friends and want to fight for tag team titles. And it just heightens the prestige that, I mean, granted, they've literally won Top Dollar, won a match with what he did on Friday, and now they're fighting for the tag titles. But imagine if that wasn't unified, it'd be even more. Yeah.
I'll tell you this about Top Dollar, man. Like the dive he tried to do, the watch discourse sucks ass. It sucks so much. He posted a clip of him when he was like 50 pounds heavier doing the dive flawlessly. So shout outs to Top Dollar.
Got incredible shape as well.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. I'm a Top Dollar guy now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Final question.
Let's go feud over some shoes.
Final question today comes from Eddie Zamhari. He says, hey guys, since it's almost the end of 2022, what is your top 3 favourite WhatCulture video you filmed this year?
Oh, good God. Alright, so there's a few. Obviously, the debut of the great man, the heel, and his many mic destructions.
Sorry.
That's really strange. ASMR, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eel. The video that we filmed, you weren't invited outside the stadium at Cardiff. The news video we did the day of the show when we had a run-in from the most intimidating, crazy person I've ever met. You should look that up. What a good time that was. Adam Nicholas knows. Also, Edge's little pinner. He knows about that as well. And also, like, some videos that we filmed recently that you haven't seen yet.
Yes.
That are coming out on the channel over Christmas. We brought back an old format. We had a great time. All your faves are on there. We're on there. The Michaels are on there. Who else have we got? We got Phil.
Yeah.
We got Simon Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Cy White. And we have Garrett Morgan.
Yes.
Why I'm adding T's to things. Everyone's on there. Videos rule.
That was a lot of fun.
See them soon. You'll see them soon.
A lot of fun to do those again. I'm going to say, I'm going to cheat a little bit actually, because one I recently did hosting a quiz on the gaming channel about gaming sound effects, which I really enjoyed doing. Go and check that out if you get the chance. I'm going to say, as much as it wasn't really a video, it was a video I just sort of stood there for, but it was very enjoyable to be a part of. That was when the Street Profits just shouted backstage at Wale Mania. And every news video I've done this year with this guy, because he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's far more intelligent than I am, and he puts in a lot more work, and I just turn up and go, ugh.
That's not true. I'm a complete moron as well. But I also like addressing my enemies. So
yes, I love doing this. I love it. It's genuinely like the best way to start my work day.
Like, if you think you ever getting rid of me off these videos, if I get sacked, I'll still come in and do these, man.
Yeah, we'll just do them outside the office.
I don't give a hoot. Like, this is it.
And speaking of which, me and Andy also want to say thanks to all of our editors over the year, and apologies for
swearing.
Yeah, and just going like, can you just put this in? And they're like, what?
Wait.
But yeah, and thank you guys for letting us do this weird thing as a job. Anyway, and finally, we've been rattling on for ages here.
Yeah, what the hell time is it?
You don't want to know.
Jings.
Right, just want to read out this tweet from Big Damo. No idea what's in relation to, but it's, folks, where's the lie? Some wrestlers are just flipping stupid. I don't know what to tell you.
I wonder what that could be referring to. I wonder why he tweeted that yesterday. I have no idea.
It's me doing the preach gif.
Yeah.
There goes my phone.
He's right. He's right, Wayne. Like, some wrestlers are really dumb. Like, the list, Ryback. What do you say, CM Punk? I'm dumb as F. There you go.
Folks, where's the lie?
Anyone, man. Love Ryback. Friend of the channel.
Right, let us know your thoughts on that. All of today's news stories in the comment section.
I mean, listen.
Speaking of which, by the way, check out when we release it in the next few days, weeks, or whatever. Check out the boring wrestlers of 2022 list, because I had a lot of fun filming that one.
Have some fun with that one in the comments.
Guess who's turning the Twitter replies off when that comes
out? Ryback will be in there, dropping more ableist slurs, because that's what he does.
Dolph Ziggler genuinely might be.
Yeah, he might actually. My favourite thing about that Dolph Ziggler thing was that the screenshot he had taken was from a version of our website that hasn't existed in 7 years.
Yeah.
He has had that screenshot on his phone for 7 years.
It pops up on his time hop.
Or maybe 6.
Pricks.
Maybe 6 years.
But yeah, even so, I think a lot of people who were probably responsible for that sort of thing don't work here anymore. So, thanks, Dolph. Anyway, right. Comment section, like, share, subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from. Daily Wrestling Podcast. What day is it today? Oh yeah, we're reviewing the show formerly known as NXT. Yo! And previewing AEW Dynamite a little bit later on today. Thoughts, Twitter questions, all that good stuff. Andy's going to be here tomorrow. You can tweet Andy at
anti-H Murray. The H stands for Harry Kane's penalty, man. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still
not landed.
About it. Yeah.
You can follow me at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. Subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling for daily wrestling podcast, as I said. But for now, my thanks to Andy Murray. Thanks, Andy, for the whole year.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks to our editor today, Adam Nicholas and Phil, and all the other guys who've been doing it over the year. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.
You better say nice things about him in the comment section, because I'm going to kill him now, and you won't see him again. Peace.